Well, it's officially summertime and I'm here today in the beautiful San Fernando Valley at the Hansen Dam, about to head over to the Watermelon Festival, which is right over there. And I didn't even know that there was a watermelon festival until my friend Jose recently sent me a link to it, because this year they're doing an 80s theme. Now, the way that it was explained to me by the event coordinators is that originally the entire festival theme was supposed to be the 80s, but then for one reason or another, it kind of kept dwindling down until the 80s became like a sub-theme. So unfortunately, not the entire festival is themed after the 80s, but they are having multiple 80s cover bands, an 80s costume contest, 80s photo ops, 80s movie cars, breakdancers, a BMX show. There's a lot of 80s goodness and all you can eat watermelon. So it should be a pretty good time. Like I said, I've never been to a watermelon festival before. I haven't been inside yet, so I don't really know what to expect, but it should be fun. So let's go see what we can find. Well, so far just getting in has been a pretty big headache. The traffic, the line to get into the parking lot is pretty long and not moving. Now there it is over there. We're parked way out there. It took us about a half hour just to get into the parking lot. And I think we're missing the Smiths cover band right now. I can just barely hear the soothing voice of Morrissey. All right, we've been walking for a couple of hours, I think. Looks like we still got a while to go. But there's the band. We're on the back side of the band right now. All right, I finally got in. It took forever to get through the entrance too, the security checkpoint. But I finally got in and I'm trying to rush over to the band stage so we can catch a little bit of the Morrissey cover band. Nowhere Fast, I believe, is their name.
Such a silly boy. The double-decker bus crashes into us. To die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if the tent turns from
heading over here to the bar. I thought maybe I'd bring my kid over here. Oh no! This thing is awesome though. I want this. It's like a watermelon haunted house. Just walk along there and people hand you free watermelon. Pretty cool though. Got some live 80s themed graffiti going on right here in the front. A lot of different stuff going on here. Oh, check out that 4x4.
Check out that 4x4. That is hot.
We have been here bright and early, and we're going to be here with you all day long, busting out these moves. All right. So, last but not least, on the count of 3, I need you guys to make a lot of noise if you're with me.
I'll say there's a lot going on. This is kind of like going to, you know, going to like the LA County Fair. A lot of vendors, a lot of different food, different entertainment, rides. We haven't even gotten to the ride section yet. So, yeah, pretty cool. A lot of stuff to do here. Now, I know they're supposed to have an 80s car show, but I see they've got some non-80s cars on display as well. Nice Riviera. All right, we're gonna head over right now to check out the BMX show, which is somewhere over here in the middle.
Here we go. Let's make some noise as the riders roll on in. Let's give them a big warm welcome with a round of applause. Brand new Haro BMX bike, doing all those tricks without any brakes. This guy is an all-around rider. He can ride anything you put in front of him. Give it up. He's only 24 years young. Mr. Andrew Topa. Let's hear it for. Whoa, opposite air. There's that transfer again. That's about 12-foot transfer. 10 noise in that Watermelon Festival. Come on. Let us hear it. Are you nervous? No. Good. All right, here we go. All right, he's got the 10-foot. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, 360.
All right, this is the carnival area, as you can tell. Surprisingly, this is the least crowded area here right now. I'm sure later it'll probably be packed. We're gonna get our tickets right now and go hit up some rides. We're over here in the carnival. Right there is the band tent. I don't know if you can hear that. They're playing La Bamba.
La Bamba! Hey, Richard, come here!
Oh, I see the Ghostbusters over there. And then right across the way, there's an arcade. Ghostbusters arcade. Oh, got some old school games in here. Donkey Kong Jr., Tetris, Asteroids, Pole Position, some pinball. Nice. Have to stop back over here in a little bit. The Los Angeles Ghostbusters. Oh, they got a photo op. That's cool. I've got this. Oh, I didn't see this right next to it. Awesome. A little photo op here. All right, Ghostbusters fanatics, how accurate is his pack? I'm sure someone in the comments is gonna talk about it. Got the camera assigned. And when I was a kid, I've told this story, I went to Universal Studios and they had it to where you could sit inside KITT. I'm sure you all remember that, or anyone who went to Universal Studios in the 80s remembers. And I wanted to sit inside KITT so bad, but my dad didn't want to wait in line, which I get. I'm a dad now, I'm old, I don't like waiting in line either, but now's my chance. I can sit inside KITT. For some reason, I'm not as excited anymore. Also, when I was a kid and went to Universal, my parents paid who knows how much money for me to take a picture with E.T. And look, I could have just waited till I was an adult and I could do it for free. Well, I gotta say, for as much fun as we're having and as much as there is to do, I don't know how much longer I can last. It is hot. The sun is blazing and there is no shade out here. Of course, we did wear sunscreen, but I think we already sweated all that off. All right, sounds like the break dancers are starting. Again, they've been doing multiple shows throughout the day. Let's go check it out.
All right, it's about that time, you guys.
Disco Jerry, hit it! Everybody, clap your hands like that. Clap your hands. Woo. Taking it back into time. Run GMC.
DMC and Jam Master Dave.
Well, that was an awesome show by the breakdancers. If you make it out to the festival, well, by the time I air this video, the festival will be done. So what am I saying? But I was gonna say, definitely go check out the breakdancers. If you get a chance sometime in the future, go check them out. And there's definitely no shortage of delicious food here. Something for everybody. Everywhere you look, you see people eating watermelon. Definitely a summertime festival.
The dance floor
I like
is
it.
open for you
It's
guys.
giving me that
Kids are
summertime
welcome.
vibe.
Adults are welcome to get on the dance floor.
Oh, it's Jimmy. Here's where you come to get your free watermelon. There it is. You can just hear him back there chopping and chopping. Unlimited, all you can eat watermelon. I mean, where else can you find that? So we actually ended up leaving shortly after this. We had planned on staying into the evening so we could see one of the other bands, but the sun just got the best of us. We all got sunburned pretty bad and we were just beat. We couldn't take it anymore. And we had tried to prepare for the day. We wore sunblock, we drank lots of water, but like I said, there was no shade and it just got to be a little too much. Now, you might have noticed in this part of the video, it's a little more crowded than it was in the beginning of the video. It was definitely more crowded towards the end of the day or later in the afternoon. And actually, when we left, the line to get into the event was crazy. You can see right here, that's the end of the line. And it then stretches all the way through the parking lot. It then turns to the left and continues all the way through the parking lot. And then another left, and then where you see that giant corral of people, that's where it kind of zigzags around until you eventually get to security. Now that's like at least a 45-minute to an hour-long wait just to get in. So if you plan on going to the Watermelon Festival next year, I definitely recommend getting there early. Now there were quite a few other bands that played. There was a Selena cover band, a Maná cover band, a New Wave cover band, but they played on the following day, so we didn't get to see them. And then on the evening of the day that we were there, the Flux Capacitors, I guess, kind of headlined the whole thing. And if you're not familiar with them, they're an 80s cover band that's been around for a while. I've actually seen them quite a few times, but I wanted to stick around that day to get some footage of them to share with all of you. Now, although I wasn't able to see them on that day, I do have some footage that I shot of them at another event in the San Fernando Valley earlier in the year, and I can share that with you now. Now, again, this footage is not from the Watermelon Festival. This is from another event in the San Fernando Valley, but this is pretty much more or less what you would have seen at the Watermelon Festival.
This is a deep cut from the 80s called Living on Video. It's an opportunity to get on your feet and jump. Everything's out of control. Lose it. We can dance. We can dance. Do it impossible. Dance. We can dance. Everybody, put up your hands. We can dance. We can dance. Everybody's taking a try. Go my rainbow, walk on by. Rain keeps falling. Rain keeps falling down.
So all in all, we had a really good time at the Watermelon Festival. If I'm being completely honest, like I mentioned, parking was a little bit of a mess, but you know, there's not a lot that they can do about that. There was a really big crowd and I think they handled it the best they could. Like I mentioned, we had to park kind of far away, but I didn't show that they had shuttles that would take you from the parking lot to the front entrance. So that was really cool. We just didn't use the shuttles because we were in a hurry to get inside to see the band. So we thought it might be quicker to just, you know, kind of run to the front. It probably would have been better to use the shuttles, but they did have those, and I thought that was really nice that they thought to have shuttles. Now, besides the parking situation, the only real other complaint that I have is the heat and the lack of shade. But again, there's really nothing they can do about that. It's the San Fernando Valley, and it kind of is what it is. So you just have to come prepared, you know, wear sunblock, wear a hat, drink lots of water. And other than that, the festival is a really good time. There's lots of entertainment, lots of stuff to see, lots of stuff to do, lots of food vendors, lots of merchandise vendors, lots of bands, lots of entertainment, and all you can eat watermelon. Where else can you go and get all you can eat watermelon? So I definitely recommend checking out the Watermelon Fest next year if you're a fan of watermelon. And I mean, come on, who doesn't like watermelon? Also, I had mentioned that there was supposed to be an 80s costume contest, and it was a good one too. Look, first prize was $250. Unfortunately, they had to cancel the costume contest due to lack of participation. And I gotta give a huge thank you to the folks over at the Watermelon Festival for being so nice to us, and I look forward to next year. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.